Hello, my dear student. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good. I am Rashmi, again welcoming you on my channel Math Mysteries with Rashmi. In today's session, we are going to start with a new topic that is all about remainder. That means whenever we have any type of problem, we simply have to get what is going to be the remainder after dividing. Now, division problem it won't be that easy. We will be having something in the product form in the numerator, and we have to divide that big, like 1296 multiplied by 7999 multiplied by 257. Many more numbers are also there, and we have to divide it by 76 or 66 to the power 5 or 66 to the power 999 divided by 11. Whatever type of problem we will be having, we will be discussing it all up in this session, all about remainder. So how are we going to find out the remainder? That we will be looking. But before we start with this, I just want to introduce you the formula, that is remainder theorem. So I hope you have practiced for all the previous topics which we have discussed. You are definitely asking your doubt. I will definitely make the videos for your queries, and you have to like my all the videos. Please share it to your friends, family and relative, and do subscribe my channel. Press the bell icon button. In today's session, we will be learning about the remainder theorem. So first we will be talking about the remainder theorem. We all know whenever we divide a number, so that number which we are dividing, we call it the dividend. जिसको divide कर रहे हैं उसको dividend बोलते हैं. The number by which we are dividing, let's say 11 is the dividend here, because 11 we will be dividing by 7, right? 11 we will be dividing by 7. So 7 will be called divisor here. 7 will be called divisor here. And by which number we will be dividing? We will be dividing this 11. So 11 will be called dividend. How many times we will be dividing it? That gives us the value for quotient. We all know the rule for division कि 11 जो है वो 7 के टेबल में नहीं आता है. So we have to exactly look for that number which should be lesser than 11, and it should come in the table of 7 also. Like 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14. 14 can't be taken here because 14 is greater than 11. So we'll be taking 7 ones are 7. One time we will be dividing. So this one will be called the quotient here. And after taking the difference of the dividend and the number which we wrote, which comes, ये 7 आता कैसे है? Divisor और quotient का multiply करके. When we multiply quotient and divisor, we get the number which should be subtracted from the dividend. So quotient is 1, divisor is 7. This gives me 7. Now 7 I will be writing, and I will change the sign because both of them are positive. I have to do the subtraction. So 11 minus 7 gives me 4 here, right? 4 will be called the remainder. So what is the remainder in this case? 4. We can cross check also how are we getting this 4. How are we getting this 11? Are we getting it or back or not? For that, we have this remainder theorem with us. And the remainder theorem is simply about the number which we are dividing. We call it the dividend, and dividend value should be greater than the divisor value. Then only it will be possible to divide it. Otherwise, we will be getting the answer in decimal. Okay, we will be getting the quotient 0 in that case. So dividend, of course, वो बड़ा होना चाहिए divisor से, तभी वो divide हो पाएगा. Otherwise it will be divisible 0 times. Suppose here we have to divide 6. 6 को अगर मैं 7 से divide करती, so 7 is not coming in the table of 6. So smaller than 6, we only have 0, which comes 0 times in the table of 7. So 6 minus 0 will be the same remainder. जो dividend था वही remainder आ जाएगा. Okay, and this cross checking method, for that we have this remainder theorem. How are we going to cross check it whether our division is correct or not? For that, we simply substitute the value for quotient here is 1, the value for divisor here is 7, and the value for remainder here we have 4. After substituting all the value, 1 into 7, 7 ones are 7, plus 4 gives me 11 here, which is the value of dividend. Similarly, we can substitute the value for the quotient here also. Quotient multiplied by divisor plus remainder. Okay. So multiplied with divisor here I have 7 and remainder here I have 6, right? 7 into 0, 7 zeros are 0, plus 6 will be 6. So I got the dividend here 6. Similarly, I can divide this 396 divided by 11. So I have to divide here 396 by 11. 11 will be called the divisor here, divisor. 396 will be called the dividend, right? Dividend. And how many times it will be divisible? First, we have to check. So first of all, here we have two-digit numbers. So we'll be taking two-digit from the dividend as well. We can't divide the whole number in like at a time only. So 39 is not coming in the table of 11, but it's smaller than 39. We have 11 threes are 11 threes are 33. 11 ones are 11, 22, then 33, 44. It's so easy to create the table for 11. So 11 threes are 33 because 44 will be greater than 39. So let's subtract 39 minus 33 gives me 6 here. Then remained then the another number which we didn't divide till now. So that we will be copy pasting, and this gives me 6 times 66. So 66 minus 66 gives me remainder 0. This gives me remainder 0, and this is the quotient. Now what we will be doing? We will be cross checking whether the value for dividend is exactly we are getting when we are taking the product of quotient with divisor and remainder will be added to it. Are we getting exact the same number or not? Quotient is 36, divisor is 11, remainder is 0. 36 multiplied by 11 gives me 396 plus 0, which is 396. After getting this value, we can see that the dividend was the exact same number which we got here. So this way we can cross check with the help of remainder theorem. And remainder theorem give one more hint here, and that hint is divisor value and remainder value relation. Remainder value cannot be greater than divisor value. रिमाइंडर जो आ रहा है सब्ट्रैक्ट करने के बाद में वो डिविजर से बड़ा नहीं हो सकता. इट हैज टू बी एग्जैक्टली lesser than the divisor. Okay, not equal also. Equal will not be there. It should be lesser than the divisor. So remainder value should be lesser than the divisor, not greater than, not equal to the divisor. If it is exactly the divisor value, then it will be divisible. 7 ones are 7. Like suppose 7 remainder I am getting. So 7 ones are 7. I can divide this further. So that is why remainder value should be lesser than the divisor value. That we will be looking through more example. I hope this is clear till now. This is the way we usually perform, but this easier question will never come. I am just showing you the basic so that you will not forget it. So we have to find the remainder when 364 divided by 12. I have to divide this 364, so of course this will be the dividend for me and 12 will be the divisor. Now 12 ones are 12, 12 twos are 24, 12 threes are 36, right? 36 minus 36, I got the remainder 0 here. Now 4 will come below. So 4 will be treated as the remainder, or we have to divide it further? Exactly, we have to divide it further. If we say that 4 is not divisible, 4 only will be the remainder. So remainder to of course 4 ही है, but not now. We have one more step here furthermore. Otherwise, if we cross check it with the help of that formula, dividend is equals to quotient multiplied by divisor plus remainder. This divisor I am writing with small d and dividend will with capital D. This is dividend, this is divisor. So divisor is 12, quotient is 3 plus remainder is 4. So 12 threes are 36 plus 4, we are getting 40 here, which is not the dividend. So that is why this way will not be the appropriate way to divide it further. We will be for sure getting the remainder 4 only, but we have to increase one more step. क्योंकि अभी ये 4 का डिवीजन हुआ ही नहीं है, हमने सिर्फ 4 को नोट डाउन किया है. Now furthermore division is not possible. Why? Because 4 is smaller than 12. But we have to take smaller than 4. So 4 से छोटा क्या आएगा 12 के टेबल में? 0 times 0. 0 always comes in all the table. 0 times only. So 4 minus 0 is 4. Now this will be called the remainder. But the quotient is not only 3, it is 30. So that's the difference. We always have to like be aware about this difference कि जब वो divide नहीं होता है, we have to put the 0. So quotient is 30 now Divisor is still same 12 and the remainder is also still same 4. Let's check whether we are getting the same number or not. So 360 plus 4 gives me 364 and we exactly got the same number here. Dividend 364 was. Okay, so here also we have 364. I hope it's clear till here. 4 is the remainder. Let's move to another example. We have to divide this 6091. So 6091 divided by 12. So when I divide this 6091 by 12, I will be first dividing this 6062 digit because the divisor itself has two digits here. This is the value for dividend, right? Dividend. So capital D I am using. Now 12 fives are 60, 12 table is 12, 24, 36, then 12 fours are 48, then 60, then 72, then 84, then 91. Okay. So sorry, 96. So 12 fives are 60. 60 minus 60 gives me remainder 0. Now it's time to write this 9 below. But as we know, 9 will not be divisible. So we will be dividing it 0 times. 12 zeros are 0. Now 9 minus 0 gives me 9 here and remainder next digit which is 1. In one step it's not allowed to write both the digits together. If you want to write 1 here itself, then you need to mention this 0 above. Do not forget, because many of the students do it in the shortcut way. I know that, but I just want to show you the reason behind it. So 91. Now 12 eights are 96 and 12 sevens are 84. Look, 84 times I have 84, 7 times I'm getting, right? So this gives me 91 minus 84, remainder 7 will be the remainder, 7 will be the remainder. So 91 minus 84 gives me 7 remainder. Now you can cross check, you can take the product of 507 quotient with the divisor 12 and the remainder 7 will be added to it. This is for sure going to give you 6091. Definitely you will be getting. So make sure whenever you are dividing, you have to follow some rules, and those rules are very clear. Remainder value should be lesser than divisor at the end. जो भी रिमाइंडर आ रहा है वो हमेशा डिविजर से छोटा ही होगा. इट कैन बी इक्वल टू 0 ऑल्सो, बट इट शुड बी ग्रेटर देन. रिमाइंडर वैल्यू शुड बी ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल्स टू 0. रिमाइंडर की वैल्यू 0 से बड़ी ही होती है हमेशा. वी नेवर गेट द रिमाइंडर नेगेटिव. जब नेगेटिव रिमाइंडर आएगा उसको कैसे पॉजिटिव में कन्वर्ट करना है, दैट ऑल्सो आई शो यू. सो रिमाइंडर वैल्यू शुड बी लेसर देन डिविजर and remainder value should be greater than or equals to 0. We'll have more examples here to understand it in more better way. So we have to find the remainder in case when I am dividing this 12 by 8. So let's quickly divide this 12 by 8. 8 ones are 8, right? 8 twos are 16 because 16 can't be taken here. So 4 is the remainder. What is the remainder? 4. This is the first case. Now 13 I will be dividing by 8. Again 8 ones are 8. This time the remainder is 5. Next time when I will divide this, I have to divide 14 by 8. So 8 ones are 8 again and the remainder is 6. Then the next time I will do the division of this 15 by 8. So 8 ones are 8, right? And the remainder is 7. You can see the remainder value is getting increased. Why? Because the number is also getting increased. Now the next number which is 16, when I will divide this 16 by 8, it gives me 8 twos are 16 and 16 minus 16 gives me remainder 0. So value for remainder is 0, or value for remainder can be 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever, any of the number it can be, but make sure value for remainder should be lesser than the divisor. Nowhere we got 8 as the remainder. 8 कभी remainder मिल ही नहीं सकता. Why? Because the divisor itself is 8. So value for remainder can never be greater than or equals to divisor. Value for remainder should be always less than the divisor. Value for remainder can be equal to 0 and value for remainder has to be greater than 0. So remainder value has to be positive. Remainder should be greater than equals to 0 and remainder should be lesser than divisor. These two things you have to always remember. Whenever you will be dividing any of the number, you never get remainder is coming equivalent to divisor or it is greater than divisor. No. It will be always lesser than divisor, greater than or equals to 0 because it can't be negative. Remainder can be of course 0 if it is completely divisible. So I have taken few examples here just to understand in more better way that remainder, how it follows this relation, that value for remainder should be greater than 0, greater than or equals to 0, and it cannot be greater than divisor. It cannot be equals to divisor also. So remainder is always lesser than the divisor. Let's move to another thing which we have to discuss here, negative remainder. So as I said before, remainder की value हमेशा positive होती है. But some cases जब आपको divide करने में easy पड़ता है, I will show you that type of examples also. For now you just understand the topic, what is negative remainder. So find the remainder when 18 divided by 5. When I will divide this 18 by 5, I'll make two section here. So first of all, 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 threes are 15, right? 5 threes are 15. Now 18 minus 15 gives me remainder 3 here, right? Remainder I got 3 here. And I can do the division into this way also actually. 5, I know that in table of 5, 20 also comes, which is actually greater than 18. 18 से बड़ा होता है, बट मैं ले सकती हूँ उसको. ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है हमेशा छोटा नंबर ले, बट इन दैट केस रिमाइंडर जो आएगा वो नेगेटिव हो जाएगा. एंड वी शुड नो कि नेगेटिव आया है तो उसको पॉजिटिव कैसे बनाना है. सो 20 विल कम 4 टाइम्स, राइट? quotient is 3 only. Here will also we have to understand कि हमने नंबर बढ़ा लिया है, मतलब quotient भी एक छोटा हो जाएगा. Actual quotient should be 3. So correct answer, when I divide this 18 by 5, quotient should be 3 only and remainder should also be 3. But I can do it into this way also, and you will understand the benefit of this method when I will show you that level of question कि negative remainder पढ़ना इतना important क्यों है. Because some cases you have to take the help of this. अदरवाइज आपको पूरा डिवाइड करना होता है, विच इज वेरी मच टाइम कंज्यूमिंग फॉर अस. सो वी यूजुअली व्हाट डू वी डू, जो डिवीजर है और कोशेंट है उनका मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं, वो नंबर हम नीचे लिखते हैं जिस डिविडेंड में से माइनस करने के लिए. सो 5 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 4 गिव्स मी 20. 5 4s are 20, right? But it is greater than 18. I have to still do the subtraction only. तभी डिवीजन में हमेशा सब्ट्रैक्शन ही होता है, साइन चेंज हो गया, पॉजिटिव 20 बन गया नेगेटिव 20. 18 minus 20 gives me remainder minus 2. So this is remainder minus 2, but as I said before also, remainder can't be negative. Can't be negative. So to get the actual remainder, what I will be doing, I will be simply writing the divisor, and from this I will be removing this remainder value. So minus 2. Remainder is minus 2. So 5 minus 2, I'll simply simplify this. 5 minus 2 gives me 3, and 3 was the original remainder. Here also 3 is the original remainder. Importance of this method you will understand. For now you just understand how to find the negative remainder and how negative should be converted into positive. क्योंकि क्वेश्चन में आपको quotient की वैल्यू नहीं फाइंड करना है, you only have to get the value for remainder. What comes in the quotient, that we don't have to worry about. So let's understand for this 21 also. If I have to divide this 21 by 8, so 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16, 8 threes are 24. So either I can take smaller than 21, which is 2 times 16, and the remainder will be 5. Or I can look for the closure number also. समटाइम्स हमको बड़ा नंबर याद आता है, छोटा आता ही नहीं. 8 के टेबल में ट्वाइस क्या होता है? समटाइम्स दिस हैपेंस स्पेशली व्हेन यू रीड आउट द टेबल फॉर बिग नंबर, लाइक 41 ones are 41, 41 twos are is what, but 41 threes are, you know. Some cases we can't remember, and I'll show you the example also in next session, in coming sessions, so that time you will understand what is the importance of this negative remainder topic. So 21 I will divide it by 8. Now 21 doesn't come in the table of 8, but greater than 21 we have 24, exactly greater than. जैसे आप exactly 16 लेते हो, 8 भी छोटा है, but we do not have to take 8, we have to take closure to 21. So closure to 21 I have 24, which is greater than 8 and 21. So 8 threes are 24 I got here, but 21 minus 20 gives me 3 remainder with negative sign. Why negative? Because 24 is big number here. We are doing 21 minus 24, which is minus 3. That is why. So remainder value can't be negative. That is why I will find out the remainder. For that, I have to write down this divisor and removing this remainder. So remainder को minus करना है, उसका sign वैसा का वैसा नहीं लेना है. You only have to remove this 3 क्योंकि minus you already put. You are going to remove 3. So 8 minus 3 gives me 5. Don't do it into this way. मैम ने बोला था from divisor I have to remove remainder. Don't do it. 8 minus minus 3 will give you 11. 8 plus 3, 11, right? And 11 can't be the remainder because divisor itself is 8. So remainder value can't be greater than, right? Can't be greater 1. So that is why remainder is here also 5, here also 5. But the difference you can understand, here we took 16 2 times and here we took 24 3 times. That's the difference. Okay. My motive is just you should be aware about how you can find the negative remainder and how you can convert it into positive. Because negative remainder can't be the final answer. It can never be the final answer. क्योंकि रिमाइंडर कभी नेगेटिव हो नहीं सकता. डिविडेंड नेगेटिव हो सकता है, जिसको डिवाइड कर रहे हैं, जिससे डिवाइड कर रहे हैं डिविजन, वो नेगेटिव हो सकता है, कोशेंट नेगेटिव हो सकता है, बट रिमाइंडर हैज टू बी पॉजिटिव. सो हाउ वी विल बी गेटिंग इट दिस वे. Okay, let's move to another example. Find remainder when 51 divided by 11. Here also we will be discussing negative remainder and positive remainder both. Now 51 divided by 11, I will simply write it into the form of division. 51 divided by 11. 11 fours are 44. Look, rather than taking 44 और फिर difference ले, क्या आएगा, 7 आएगा remainder. We can do it into this way. 51 के सबसे पास में 11 के टेबल में होता है 55. That we get 5 times. We don't have to worry for that. So 51 minus 55 gives me minus 4 remainder. So in such type of cases, जब आपको पता है कि 51 लेंगे, फिर 11 में के टेबल में 51 से छोटा क्या आएगा, in that cases and when it is especially difficult to read out the table also, you know कि 55 तो आता ही है and 55 is very close to 51, so you can subtract 55, but that gives you negative remainder, but that negative can also be converted into positive. For that आपको सिर्फ 11 लिखना है और माइनस जो रिमाइंडर आया है वो उसकी वैल्यू लिखनी न्यूमेरिकल पार्ट. So 11 minus 4 gives you 7, which is the actual remainder for this particular problem. I hope it's easy to understand. And you can never get the remainder greater than the number itself, greater than the divisor itself. Okay? You always have to get the value for remainder. It can be 0, it can be greater than, it has to be greater than 0. Remainder value should be greater than or equals to 0, or it should be lesser than the divisor value. Now, so sorry, 15 divided by 7. Now in this case, we don't have to find the negative remainder because 7 twos are 14. It's very easy. Closure number is 14 itself. So negative remainder find करना is pointless here, but still just to understand how are we calculating negative remainder and how can we convert it, for that purpose I am showing you. यहाँ पर तो एक्चुअल जैसे डिविजन करते हैं वैसे ही करना है. 7 twos are 14, 15 minus 14 is 1. Because 14 is closer to 15, not 21. So by 7, if I divide this 15, 7 threes are 21. 15 minus 21 gives me 6, negative 6. So negative 6 can be easily converted. 7 minus 6, I simply have to take the difference of these two, that's it. So 7 minus 6 gives me remainder 1. Here also I have 1. I hope you understood the difference between the negative remainder and positive remainder, how it can be easily converted into the positive remainder. Okay, just the thing is we have to look for the closure one, that's it. So negative remainder we will be discussing here as well. 13 divided by 7. Now in the table of 7 we know 14 तो आता है. 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14. So 13 minus 7 करने से better है कि मैं 13 में से 14 minus कर दूं and remainder 7 आ गया, remainder minus 1 आ गया. 7 twos are 14, remainder is minus 1. But minus 1 can't be remainder. So 7 minus 1 gives me 6 here. So 6 will be the remainder. The first problem I simplified here. I hope it's easy, right? Now, second case. 20 divided by 7. 20 divided by 7. I know in the table of 7, 21 comes 3 times. 21. So I can take the help of negative remainder here. 20 minus 21 gives me minus 1. Now I have to simply take the difference of 7 minus 1, that is 6. So here also the remainder is 6. Actual remainder is 6, but the negative remainder is minus 1. Okay. Then I have the next example, 23 divided by 6. Now 6 fours are 24 because 24 is closer to 23. So 6 fours are 24. I know that. 24 इसके बहुत पास में है. So minus 1 here I am getting. Now I simply have to take the difference of 6 and minus 1, which gives me 5 here. So 6 threes are 18. 23 minus 18 is going to give me 5 remainder only. But rather than doing it that way, I can do it by taking the help of the closure number. So 24 is more closer to 23. That's the importance. Now 38 divided by 11. So here you can directly take 11 threes are 33 and the remainder is 5. But still, just to understand the topic, 11 fours are 44 and this gives me minus 6 here, the remainder, right? Minus 6, 44, minus 6, 38 minus 44 gives me minus 6, right? 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Yes, minus 6. Now, 11 minus 6 gives me 5 remainder. So, actual remainder is going to be 5, but with the help of negative also we calculated. So, here it was so easy to, rather than doing the actual division, we can take the help of negative remainder. So, this type of example I was talking about. I'll show you more difficult level of question also where you only yourself decide कि normal division करने से better है कि हम negative remainder find कर लें, so that we can divide it furthermore. Okay, so 38 divided by 11 gives me positive remainder 5, but the negative remainder is minus 6. Now 119 divided by 12. We know in the table of 12 10 times we get 120. So 120 is very close to 119. 119 minus 120 gives me minus 1 remainder. So 12 minus 1, what do we get? 12 minus 1 gives me 11 remainder. So actual remainder is going to be 11 and the actual quotient should be 9. So 12 nines are 108. 119 minus 108 gives me 11 here. 12 by 12, 9 times, right? 11 is the actual quotient. So this is the actual division, but this is with the help of negative remainder concept. I hope it's clear. So this way, with the help of negative remainder topic, we can easily get the value for actual remainder also. So sometimes when the dividend is very close to such number which comes in the table of that particular number, हमको पता है ये बहुत पास का number है और ये उससे बड़ा है, तो divide करके हम उसको negative remainder first we will find out and we can easily convert negative remainder into the positive one. I hope it's easy to understand. So please look for many more examples. Same type of, take any of the random number and you only will understand the importance of negative remainder topic as we could see in these three examples. Four examples actually. Except this 38 divided by 11, it's very much easy to divide it by taking the help of negative remainder. Right? So please keep on practicing. Take care of yourself. Bye everyone.